Hey everybody, welcome back to Engineer's Life, and it's gonna be like a shorter episode. I went out to see my pap today, and I thought I was feeling better, but then once I was out for most of the day, I started feeling crappier. So now I'm back to like mediocre flu symptoms. So I kind of don't really wanna do a whole lot of talking, but I'm kind of like I don't know, bored. I'm bored. I hate my life. Everything's boring, so I'm gonna shoot a YouTube video. Now, as you can see, I kind of place these things into the wall. I'm kind of getting ready for the next iteration of storage, which should be coming up here in the digital age, but we still got a lot of... Ooh, what are you? I gotta get the arc furnace. Okay, so we got a little while to go, but I want to get ready for it. I kind of want to gun through... Actually, I kind of want to gun through a bunch more, though. Where is the industrial foregoing? What am I doing wrong here? Okay, so I want to go through this. I want to try to get through a bunch of the medium voltage and high voltage stuff, mostly because I think I'm completely skipping medium voltage. Like, whatever I make in the medium voltage, I'm going to use, but I think I'm going to use high voltage because it uses iron and aluminum, or steel and aluminum, and medium voltage uses a lot of iron, so I think we're gonna skip medium voltage, go straight from low and high, because, well, as you can see, I have a little bit. Well, let's claim some of these other quests that I did off camera. I made a bunch of kebabs. I wanted to use up a bunch of beetroots, so I just made a bunch of kebabs with them that I knew I needed. I don't want to get too into it. You see me make a couple different kebabs. It pretty much is the same recipe, just different meats. So that's that. And that's pretty much all I did as far as that's concerned. Now, I want to try to do this, which means I need lead, steel, aluminum, treated wood, and redstone. So let's try to gather up some of the junk we're going to need. Get a stack of this, get a stack of lead. Thinking we should probably get a stack of copper and a stack of iron just to be safe, but for the sake of the amount of junk I have, I'm gonna just, for the sake of inventory space, I'll just come back for it if I need it. Treated wood, aluminum. Aluminum is something that might actually turn out to be a problem, because there's actually not very much of it. It's not something that's super common. As you can see, I only got 21, so it's not really a whole lot. So let's go MV. I think we gotta make this. Crap. I think we gotta make this. We gotta make this. We gotta make this. And I think that's gonna give us the MV stuff. And now, HV. Now we can get rid of this cheese. HV, we need to make, I think, just the battery. I think I have everything else done already. Why am I missing the MV connector? And why do I have a portable crafting table? MV is another one we gotta do. Alright. So let's grab, I knew I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway now. We'll grab those, and we're gonna grab a stack of terracotta. And that should give us most of the stuff we need. And we'll see. I'm planting trees out here, but I accidentally planted one too close to the house, and it grew into my house, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm leaving this guy here, because I'm still working on the bees, and apparently the bees can pollinate these to get better saplings. And for some reason, the teak sapling, I can only get one teak sapling, and that's just not enough. These guys are doing work. Like, that's got 4 from this one. That's kind of good. This is the one I just set up. As you can see, 35 strainers going. Well, 7 strainers 5 times over. Get collecting meat resources. So that's, you believe it or not, that's pretty good. Like, it's actually doing pretty well. I'm thinking about moving I might end up moving my thing, all this, to one of these other places had coal thing, and I'm thinking that might be a better source of iron, maybe. I seen coal and emeralds. I think maybe is it this one? No, that's just stone. There it is. This guy right here is coal and emeralds. So I'm thinking I might, like, I don't know, build it like right here or something, and have it excavate there for a while. But I guess until that, I guess we can let this run for a little while. Just let that do its thing while we craft. I have a pretty fair amount of biodiesel. As you can see, like, I have this backstocked, and this is backstocked like crazy good. Like, now I'm doing better on ethanol than I am doing on plant oil, which is rare. It is very rare. So let's see if we can get into this pretty good, like. So I think we should just keep heading in this direction for now, and then see where it goes from there. So to make this, we need electrum, which I'm pretty sure I did not grab electrum because, well, of course, one of the first things we need I don't have. That would just make sense. I'm thinking about putting a rail system in for like everything, so that I can just like hop in a cart and it just take me around. I think I'd use less food that way. But then again, I guess at this point I'm not really hurting for food. Like, food isn't what I have trouble with right now. Like, right now I have more food than I know what to do with. We're gonna be completely honest. As you can see, I already switched all these over to high voltage connectors. I don't know if I did this on last episode, but I have all those machines running off 2 peat fire generators, and I have those 2 things in the water pump in the back there running off 2 peat fire generators. So I'm not sure how that's the one in the back is doing fine, but this one here seems to be like it's draining power like mad. Like, right now, I've been using cherries from the cherry tree to get seed oil, and once this gets full, I'm not going to do anymore, but, like, I can't do any other machines, because this is taking all the power. So I got to figure out a new system for this, but we'll work on that another episode. I'm thinking, like, let's try to maintain focus. I think that's a good idea. Try to maintain focus on what we're trying to do here. So we're going to switch this, and we need electrum wires, which we're going to need sticks, which I'm an idiot. So let's going to do 8. It should give us 16 wires. And maybe a tree grew that I could just, like, chop it down and get some sticks real quick. Nope. Of course not. That would be convenience. Convenience is not on our side this episode. To be completely honest, like, my throat feels quite a bit better now that I'm actually, like, talking. Like, it seems like when I'm not talking, I want to cough more, and then it makes my throat more raspy. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice, but I really don't feel, like, I don't really feel sick. But what I wanted to, okay. You know, I got a wire in my inventory a little while back, and I didn't know what it was from. Now I'm kind of thinking that it was from this. And if that's true, if it's from this, I just did a bunch of gears on there to make the peat fire generators, so that's a little weird. Like, I wonder when that happened. That's going to be something that worries me. That it's just going to, like, up and break. So, that should have gave us, yeah, get a bottle of enchanting, and go back, and MV connector. It doesn't have us doing an MV relay. So let's go ahead and crank out the MV connector. That should be pretty quick. MV connector. And we can get rid of the electron wire. We can get rid of this. And I think we can focus on this now, which this takes a block of lead, a block of redstone. One block of redstone, one block of lead. What I was trying to say before I interrupted myself and got distracted, I did the whole, like, dog squirrel thing. I just watched the video, like, I seen a new infographics show, and, I'm a fan of infographics, if you guys didn't know that. I may have mentioned it before. It's like every other kind of program, like, I don't buy a lot into, like, news things, but, I like some of the things they do, so I watch them quite often. And apparently, like, up until, like, the last couple of years, I don't get sick. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, I don't ever get sick. And up until, like, the last couple of years, I've been getting sick a little bit more often. And I'm wondering if it's an age thing or something, but either way, the infographic show of today, January 28th, because I don't know when this will be out, was about a Chinese, like, pandemic kind of cold thing going on. Like, there's a possibility of, like, a pretty bad thing gonna happen. And I was like, well, that's really weird. I just happened to get sick, and now they're talking about, and it apparently already reached the United States, but apparently it's, like, nothing, like, super horrible for, like, people like me. Like, old people might have a problem, but not particularly me. Now, I want to change this, I think, but then I'll have to rewire everything. I guess we'll do that later. I'll do that off camera. So now I got the high voltage thing, I'm going to take the medium voltage thing off, and I think I'm going to move it, I don't know, somewhere that can use a bigger power buffer, like over here, so that it can fill up the battery when I'm not using the machines, and I'll have some backup power when it needs it, because it's like 10 times the amount. So, that'll do that. Wait. We'll worry about that a little later. I'm gonna do it off camera because it's just gonna take a lot of time to reconnect all that. You'll see me get electrocuted a couple of times, and that's not very cool. Before we get into the high voltage stuff, well, let's just grab it real quick. We already have it made. So, high voltage. Alright. So we'll let that dig in there. I want to show you guys what I did. So, as you can see, I connected a lot of the high voltage stuff to those machines in that room. I went and made, 6 more of these. And I have it connected to a high voltage relay and also a high voltage connector. Each one of these relay 4096 RF per tick, or IF per tick, or whichever, I think they're interchangeable. So, and this can do 4096, so the maximum this can relay to here is 4000, but it is guaranteed that this thing is getting the maximum, because even if these are all doing, like, 1000 apiece, that's still, like, 8,000 RF. So this is definitely getting the maximum amount of RF through now. When I do, like, well, as you'll be able to see, when I do the plant oil stuff, this one's doing fine on power because it ain't actually doing anything. This one isn't currently doing anything either. Why are none of you doing anything? You know what's even more concerning? Did I not turn this on? Like, why is this not on? I must have double-clicked it. Oh, now I switched this one off because I was making it do... Because I wanted to just do the crusher because I tried to get green cactus wool stuff. I was trying to get it to get green cactus wool, or green cactus dye. Cactus green, that's what it's called, from wool, and it was turned out to be a 5% chance, but I didn't want this running while I was doing that, so I've had to add a lever, so now this will work. So it's still been just giving me mostly gold and copper, but I mean, I processed out a bunch of gold and copper to do some of the things I was doing, so it's not so bad. Like I said, when I move it over here, I'm hopefully going to get more iron. Iron and aluminum, or is the new big things I need. But as you can see, this should be pulling power now. Or not so much that one, but yeah, this is going to start taking power, and then this is going to start taking power to make the thing, but you can see it's all keeping up with it now. Like, if I have all three going, especially this one first, the power goes like you would imagine it would. All the power goes here, so this gets all the power first, then whatever's left over goes here, and whatever's left over from that goes here, unless, this doesn't need any, then it bypasses it, and so on and so forth, but, so if I have all three running, this pretty much do nothing. And if this is running, this does less, and so on and so forth. But, like right now, you can see it's keeping up pretty good. So I can literally, as long as I kept this supplied with stuff, I can let this run, like, almost indefinitely. I'd see if I could get, like 6 or 7 stacks of seeds. But for right now, we're just gonna let it run for a little while. Maybe like the episode, and that's probably about it. So we can claim this guy. HV coil. And we have the HV connector, maybe, if it doesn't lag out. It's lagging out. Oh no, we're lagging out. So, I want to try, like, the arc furnace is one thing I need to get to move on to the next thing. But I can almost guarantee it's going to be a little while, and it's probably going to be off camera. Because I did get 2 stacks of, well, about 2, I think it was a little less than 2 stacks of iron ore. And I threw it in the crusher, so I got about 3.5, 4 stacks of iron ore. But it's still not very, I don't think it's going to be enough. Like, I think we're going to need like 8 stacks of iron ore to do the arc furnace. So, that it's going to be a little bit of something to get that. What is this? Alternating flux. That's the mod pack's alternating flux. So this isn't industrial or immersive engineering. Yeah, let's not get too into that one. Now let's see what else we got here. Got the poles, got the switch, a Tesla. Tesla sounds interesting. I'm trying to more or less focus on something that I know what it does, but it doesn't look very promising. What about the agriculture mod? Yeah, I'm still pretty stuck on this one too. I don't think I built the fermenter yet. I have the squeezer, but I don't want to waste the honey on the thing there. So let's go back and let's keep going with the industrial age. So what do I need to make this wooden post? Chiseled stone. It have to be any chiseled stone and 2 treated fence. And what about this guy? 3 treated wood and a stick. Alright, that's not too bad. So we need a fences, and chiseled stone is something we're going to need. But we can grab this, and this, and this. That'll give us 4 of these guys. And now to go get some chiseled stone, which I should have stone. I don't know about chiseled, but I can make that happen. Let's go into here. We'll grab our chisel, put it down here. Gotta clean up my inventory, like, real fast and in a hurry, like. And where's my stone? Let's grab one of those. And let's see if we can just make this chiseled and see if it'll work. This one's... So a lot of these say chiseled stone, but I think we'll just work with a piece of stone. What was it, like this, and this, and this? Accepts any brick stone. Okay, so any stone brick. Let's, put that guy back. Let's hop into our random blocks here. Let's grab a cracked stone brick. And, oh, I didn't put that back because it's in my thingy. Okay, what's wrong with that? Okay, so cracked stone brick doesn't count. That's fine. Aw. Aw. That's sad. Alright. So let's, we can get rid of that guy. Get rid of those, probably. This can just go right in the trash. I can care less about those. There's so freaking many. And now we can claim our food bag. And let's keep on moving. Lanterns? I don't know about lanterns. It sounds like a waste of iron at this point. I don't know what a charging station's good for. It doesn't look too hard to make. An MV wire connector, 2 iron, any block of glass, 2 treated wood, and a copper coil block. Let's make this, because I have a bunch of these made up. By accident, of course. Now let's grab this, and let's see, it's a treated wood. I should have everything in my inventory for that. I want to try to get to refined storage, but I'm going to have to do a lot of mining before I can get that far. At least at this point, I can get, mostly get ore doubling. MV wire connector is what I'm missing. Got this charging station, which I guess we can stick it right here. I'm not exactly sure what it charges, but when it comes time, I can hook it right up to power then, if need be. Capacitor bank. Exchanger. What do you need for a capacitor bank? 2 LV, an LV capacitor, an LV wire connector, and yeah, we're gonna have to wait until I move the capacitors around. What about this guy? What are you? It doesn't appear that I can make this. Exchanger. Do I have to start with this guy and move my way up? Maybe? I'm thinking. Rose red logs and ender pearl. Okay, rose red logs, ender pearl, eyes of ender, and more logs. Okay, we can probably manage that. See, that tree grows huge. I had it grown into the side of my house. Messed up my house. Let's Alright then. What was I doing? Eyes of Ender, Ender Pearls. Oh yeah, being on fire happens. How long is this gonna last? Holy crap. Okay, so I needed 2 of those, 1 of these. So 2 and 1 and rose red dye, which I probably don't have any made. Yeah, probably say no, but I should have some sort of flowers to do so. I think we'll just use roses, and we'll go throw them in the pulverizer, or the mill. It should give me rose red, I would assume. I don't think I could just craft it. Yeah, no. Anyway, I think we need a ton of logs, and then that's pretty much all we need. Anyway, did I finish my story about the infographic show? I don't know if I did. Long story short, it made me think that maybe I got this here, like, horrible, like, foreign disease of doom. Now, I'm guessing that the odds are very low, but, you know, something to think about, I guess. Then we have this exchanger, which I'm not entirely sure what that does. So that says a 1 by 1. So I'm guessing I can literally just, like, change one block to another block. The thing I'm worried about is, which one was it that I had to get for the quest, then? LV exchanger. What exchanger is this? I don't see an LV exchanger. That's a little concerning. I might not be able to get that quest. I don't know if I can actually get this quest. I might have to do some research. An HV, so that doesn't have a recipe either. I'll have to do some research on that at some point. So what about this external heater? What does it do? I think I should have everything for that. Let's go ahead and make that, and I think we're gonna pretty much end the episode there. See about getting my connectors all connected up and find out what to do about those exchangers. I know there's like a command that I could cheat to get the rewards, but I mean, I don't know if I like this mod pack enough to waste my time with that. Like, if I have to cheat, then it's probably not worth it. What was I doing again? The external heater. Copper, iron, redstone. Copper, iron, and redstone. That should be everything I need. Heater was the thing I needed. Now, I don't know what this does. An external heater. So, but it gives me the quest, so yay. And a trick-or-treat bag, which we will open up right quick. See what we get. Pumpkin pie. And we're just gonna go ahead and eat that. No more pumpkin pie. So, but let's take a look and see how our... Holy crap. There's no way! Did it really use that much fuel? It wasn't running for that long. Well, it still has power. Oh, but that doesn't. I am genuinely curious on how did it really suck through that much biodiesel that quick? And look, I got nothing but copper and gold again. It's whatever. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I think, that's going to pretty much do it for this episode. I think I'm going to try to figure out these here exchangers, and I think I'm going to do, maybe a majority of this off-camera, because most of it's kind of like boring, repetitive, tiered crafting, and nobody likes tiered crafting. So I think that's why, I was talking about the Only Bentley, and a couple other, like, there was only like 2 people that did this mod pack. It doesn't seem like, and they didn't get past episode 19, and I think this is solely why, which it's understandable, because, like, you'd have to have no life. Like, trust me, the amount of mining I did, like, if you have an actual life outside of this Minecraft stuff, then, you're probably not playing this mod pack. Me, on the other hand, I got plenty of time to mess around, so, well, I don't want to say it that way. I don't have plenty of time to mess around, but I mean, I backlogged probably 30 episodes, so I could literally stop playing this I could literally not shoot an episode for, like, the entire month, and still have episodes for pretty much every day. So I mean, it's not really that big of a deal to me. Now, why did that go down here? That's not ready. What the heck is that all about? So at 8,025 millibuckets, it decided it's done. Okay, that's a little weird. But, alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.